When perception operates perfectly, experience feels completely transparent. We feel as though we are in direct contact with the physical world, unaware of any medium standing between our minds and the room around us. The brain receives fragmented, two-dimensional signals, computing depth through cues like binocular disparity. Artificial systems, like self-driving cars, perform these exact same calculations, building and refreshing high-fidelity 3D maps to navigate with total precision. But these computations only produce a map. They lack the qualitative feeling of actually inhabiting a space. This distinction defines the 3D world representation problem. It is the failure of a purely computational model to account for the first-person experience of physical presence. Algorithms can identify object boundaries and distance, yet they lack a felt sense of object solidity. A machine does not experience the traversable emptiness of a room or the reachability of a nearby cup. Furthermore, objective spatial maps have no need for a viewpoint. While the brain maintains allocentric maps of locations, our conscious experience is always centered on a subject, a first-person perspective that radiates from a here into a there. The brain acts as a biological calculator, providing the data necessary for navigation. But the data alone does not explain what constructs the felt, three-dimensional phenomenal world. Under a physicalist view, conscious experience is just a readout of neural data. It follows that if that data degrades, the experience should simply diminish. The blur paradox reveals the opposite. Losing optical focus generates a new qualitative experience, a specific haziness and a soft volumetric texture. This blurry quality does not exist on the external physical objects. The edges of a table remain sharp even when our vision fails to resolve them. Because this qualitative character of blur has no home in the physical scene, it must belong to the subjective interface itself. We are becoming aware of the medium of perception, like noticing the texture of a lens rather than the view beyond it. When perception fails to track the external world, the interface reveals its own character. Worse perception of the world yields a better view of what experience actually is. If consciousness were merely a tool for processing external stimuli, then a state of zero sensory input should result in zero experience. Even in total darkness, we see Eigengrau, a uniform dark gray field generated by spontaneous neural activity. This represents the visual system's noise floor, a baseline of experience persisting even when the physical world is hidden. This proves the interface is no passive conduit. It generates its own phenomenal content independently, maintaining a visual field from internal activity. This continuous activity challenges threshold emergence models, which suggest consciousness only appears when neural complexity reaches a specific binary switch. Instead, the interface is a continuous, always-on medium. It provides a baseline of experience regardless of how much or how little physical data it receives. Perception was never intended to be a window into objective reality. It is a desktop interface, shaped by evolution to track fitness rather than truth. This interface must solve the binding problem. It has to merge disparate signals, visual depth, auditory location, and the felt position of our limbs into a single, unified spatial arena. This is a struggle for physical systems. Neural processing is physically distributed across different regions of the brain. There is no single center where these signals physically merge into a unified whole. While neural networks are fragmented in space, our conscious experience is singular and holistic. This gap suggests that the final integration occurs in a non-physical domain, one that is inherently unified and capable of binding these separate physical signals into one experience. The dual-domain architecture framework addresses the 3D world problem by acknowledging a partnership between the brain and the mind. The physical brain is the surveyor, computing raw spatial data and depth cues. Consciousness is the architect, providing the perspectival arena in which that data is given form and presence. The depth and solidity we feel are phenomenal constructs. We inhabit an experiential reality built from physical information, but shaped by the interface itself.